Anyway, I don't know how to bring this camera into focus. It's my wife's camera. I've never known how to use it, but moving along. I had done a video for you guys recently called Hey, how you guys doing?
How are you?
I'm okay, thanks.
Nice furniture.
Yeah, well, we got extra chairs because we put some stuff in the gardenia area, but these don't fit, so we'll bring them out back. Alright, so I did this for you guys. I was out here one night. I've decided to do a series, key signs, because there are end time prophecies, but then there are also key signs, which basically have to go on during all the other end time prophecies. All the prophecies are not meant to be spread out from generation to generation, things like that. They're all meant to occur within the same sort of time frame. But if those key signs are missing, then it doesn't matter what else you see. So the first one I did was men will run to and fro. And this is where I was standing at night. It was a nighttime video. All the traffic, I was showing you traffic over there and stuff like that. And of course up in the sky I was showing some of the planes that were flying. But today I'm going to do key sign number 2. Now they're not in any sort of special order. There's going to be 5 videos total, but today I want to talk about deception. Rampant global deception. A lot of people completely miss that this is a key end time prophecy. Because when Jesus was talking about, for example, wars and threats of wars, he mentioned that one time, and I'm going to credit Jacob Prash. I was looking at one of his videos for maybe 2 minutes, and he was saying this stuff and it clicked. Maybe because when you already have a foundation, you don't need to listen and listen and listen. Somebody just says something real simple and it clicks. But this is so when he was talking, the piece that I was missing, it just fell into place. I was like, oh man, there's more than just 4 key signs. There's a 5th one, and it's deception. Even though I already knew, I wasn't classifying it as a key end time prophecy. I just had it as prophecy. Because when Jesus was saying things like, there will be wars and threats of wars, or there will be earthquakes, and there will be famines, and there will be pestilences and diseases, etc., etc., he said those things one time. But 3 or 4 times he said, see that you were not deceived. He's talking about the last days. Don't be deceived. See to it that no one deceives you. It's funny how we read that over and over and we don't realize that is a key sign. Rampant deception is a key sign. And we see that. We see that with things that infiltrate the church and all sorts of New Age religions. I don't care what they are. Hebrew Israelites, Hebrew roots, sacred namers, Jehovah's Witnesses, KKK, Christadelphians, preterism, post-tribulation believers. I don't care what they call themselves. There's a lot of deception. Rastafarianism. You just think all the religions that rose up in the last 200 years. The last 200 to 300 years, there's been so many of them. And then we look at the rider on the white horse. Why do people think that is the Antichrist? A human being. There are 4 riders. Why do you think that one rider is a human, but all 3 other riders are things? That's not consistent. The rider on the white horse is godless religiosity, and we see that everywhere, especially on social media. Places like YouTube and Facebook. People just talk religious, but they have no relationship with God. The scriptures also say that they will have a form of godliness, but they'll deny the power. In other words, they'll talk religious and they'll act religious, but they have no relationship. None. They don't know God. They don't serve Him. They don't love Him. They don't fear Him. They just babble their mouth about scriptures and about God and about the Most High. They have no relationship with Him, and they're going to hell. this godless religiosity is everywhere. If you're an apologist, and if you do more with your Christianity than simply going to church, hanging with the church brethren Sunday to Sunday, Wednesday nights, and maybe Friday nights, if you do more than that, then you know what I'm talking about. Because you see it. It is everywhere. It's also in the church. Of course the tares have to grow with the wheat. Of course that has to happen. But anyway, just did this video because that is another key end time signs. Deception. Paul said to Timothy when he was about to die, before he was about to be beheaded, he told Timothy, watch in all things. Watch in all things. In other words, pay attention. Judge all things. So I'll end this video by simply telling you, I sort of touched this before in my video discernment. Oh, that's the greatest gift. What's the greatest gift now? Yes, in Paul's lifetime, prophecy was the greatest gift because the church was an infant. It only had its future. It only had its future. So prophecy obviously was the best gift. There's a plane going by. But now the church is fully bloomed. You got 2.7 billion people who claim Christianity. Are they all Christians? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's a lot of false teachings, a lot of false doctrines. There's a lot of philosophy. There's things that seem right, that seem biblical, and it is completely unbiblical. Completely unbiblical. So for those of you who are truly redeemed, for those of you who truly know the Lord, I am telling you, we are in that time of rampant, global, godless religiosity. A lot of people talk religion, but they have no relationship with God. Jesus told you, see that you are not deceived.